Chris Jones smokes Phillip Rivers right back at the 40.
He's not banking on the skill that he's been blessed with.
It's a Celtic, great catch, touchdown, Kansas City. He's up to 20, Dirty Dan, all the way to the end zone.
What a day, an unforgettable end to the regular season of 2019. Mitch Holthus with you, voice of the Chiefs, along with Shawn, Barber. Okay, within a span of about 90 seconds, the Chiefs had to close out the Chargers. A field goal wouldn't work. Damian Williams gets a tough 7-yard run for a touchdown. Seconds later, Barbershop, we learn that the Dolphins were beating the Patriots in Foxborough. The Chiefs are the 2 seed going to the playoffs.
Oh, man, that's so big, so important. Heal up another week before you're ready for the playoff push. It was amazing. I got to admit right now, I didn't see any of the fourth quarter because I was so tuned into the Dolphins-Patriot game. I was making sure that they was going to need all my positive energy, all my mojo to make that happen. Gesicki catches a touchdown, and then they hold the Patriots from field goal range. Awesome win.
I have invited Fitzpatrick and Gesicki to the Chiefs Kingdom show. You and I can buy him a cold one. But honestly, let's take this game, because if the Chiefs don't take care of their business, none of that would have mattered in Foxborough. 31-21 over the Chargers. I'm going to start with Hardman's 104-yard kickoff return. Chargers came to play.
Yes,
they were battling. They go up 14-10. Mahomes had thrown the pick. Melvin Gordon played hard in this game. But what about Hardman to answer right away to get the return to put the Chiefs back ahead?
We've been talking all season how Hardman was on the brink of breaking one. Whether it was the punt game or the kickoff return, he's been that close from turning the page and busting one big. And that one, he had one key block, set him off on the sideline, and then he tight-roped. Almost had a heel come out of bounds, but was able to stay on his tippy toes and tightrope down the sideline for a big touchdown. Emotional swing of momentum in that game. Like you said, the Chargers were beginning to mount a comeback, starting to feel good, and then to have that 7-point smacked on the board back in your face, it's like, man, that's sweet music.
Sweet music. The defense gets a stop. Now the Chiefs are up just one score at 17-14. But then Damian Williams, the first of his 2 heroics, an 84-yard run, a simple under sweep, and he was amazing on that play.
Man, so many times you talk about on defense how you got to finish the tackle, wrapping up, taking the ball carrier to the ground. Damian Williams showed amazing balance and coordination, and our blockers kept blocking downfield. And also Tyreek Hill, he almost catched him at the goal line. So Damian Williams had a little bit left in his tank to not let that happen again like it did last time.
And one final big play to mention here before we go to, and we're going to have Damian Williams on the show, is the fact that they got the interception. Tyrann Mathieu's interception against Phillip Rivers at the end of the half to keep the lead at 10-7.
Tyrann Mathieu's been playing mind games with Phillip Rivers all season long, pointing to his head, letting him know, hey, man, I'm smarter than you think. I got this down. And he made an awesome play, high pointing the ball at the peak of the trajectory of the football to come down with that in the end zone right before halftime. Amazing anticipation, but amazing athleticism to definitely make a play right before half to keep them scoreless.
All right, we'll have more. Stay tuned with us. Chiefs get the victory. They're the 2 seed, 12-4, back-to-back in the regular season for the first time ever with this win over the Chargers, 31-21. Thank you, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
All right. Really, the only injury is Juan Thornhill. We'll know more tomorrow. He's had a great year, and so we're hoping he's okay. But again, that's crazy about this team. He gets hurt, and then Armani Watts goes in and plays a good game, finishes up with limited reps. Proud of our guys. The fans were phenomenal. I mean, it was loud. Any of those offsides, when we're on defense and they jump offsides on offense there, it's a big thing. My hat goes out to the grounds crew for taking care of the field. I thought they did a great job with that and getting it ready to play with the weather that we had. So, and then I can go through the individual things. D. Williams, 12 carries for 124 yards. Proud of him because he was injured during the year and came back and played great. It's weird that DeMarcus Ware is here And old T Sizzle passed his record up on his way to the Hall of Fame. So both those two, I have a ton of respect for. I haven't played against both of them, and now I'm glad that 94 is on our side. So I'm good with that. Anyways, Watts, Fenton, Kendall, all coming in and playing and doing a great job on the back end. 55, 95, the D line. I mean, 94, 95, all of them. They were rolling, and then our offensive line. I mean, hat goes off to them for really setting the tempo at the end of the game and putting a finish on the game. So, all in all, a great game, and hail to the Dolphins.
How you found out that the Dolphins had scored? I mean, was it
our fans? Yeah, our fans. Yeah, fans were hollering, and I figured something good was happening.
What does having the extra week mean? And then second about the Dolphins, any chance of making Fitzpatrick honorary chief for the day?
Yeah, I'm gonna send him some Kansas City steaks. He did a nice job. I can't do that though because that's tampering, so I'm not going to do that. But he deserves them. And the extra week off, it's great to have this time of the year. So you work hard for that. I mean, being 12-4 is a great accomplishment for our football team, and then you're rewarded with this here. So. And I'm proud of the guys for pushing through today because that's a tough thing to do. So that's not easy. You don't know the scores, and you've got to have the right mindset as you come into this thing. I mean, the Dolphins were a 16-point underdog going into this or whatever it was, and so but it's a great example of why you play. And if you're on that field, you go 100 miles an hour and you play your heart out. So
is there any way to sum up how you felt in terms of having a fire lit under you after the year loss, close call to the Super Bowl last year? That you guys started in a different kind of way coming out of the blocks. But...
Yeah, what's crazy about this is these guys, they don't really, that's not what they need. This is a self-motivated group that likes to be around each other, Vahe. So the fact that they come to work every day, willing to work and work hard, the coaches likewise. So we're blessed that way, and we don't plan on slowing down, right? So we're going to keep our foot on the pedal and keep rolling.
You meant it the other way around, or did it give you a little extra, kind of like we're that close? It still help us push into the offseason?
Yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. We were disappointed, which we should have been after it. We all could have been 4 inches better. I told you that last year, and it didn't happen. So did it motivate us? I don't know that, but you got a taste of it, and we still got a lot of work to do before we get back there. So.
Hardman told you had a 140-yard kickoff return. What did you see? I guess in the replay, you finally did break one out.
Yeah, I meant to mention him. McCole did a heck of a job. He keeps getting better every week. You can see why he was elected to the Pro Bowl as a specialist. He did a great job. He did a great job of staying in bounds. I mean, I had a perfect view of it there, and that was a heck of a job just being able to do that. And then he just keeps getting better as an offensive player. So. He's got a good future ahead of him as long as he keeps working. And he's been doing a great job with that.
How much input did you have into the Patriots and Dolphins score not being shown on the video board during the game?
Yeah, I didn't know about it. I didn't want to know about it. I mean, I just wanted to play. And even if that game didn't go right, we still needed to play for the game that's happening this afternoon. So, that we wouldn't have an idea. So. Didn't care.
So, Andy, even when you have an extra week to prepare like this, I mean, does time still seem to kind of fly by because you got so much stuff to do? What is it like when you've got?
Yeah, well, we'll step back. The guys come in tomorrow, and we'll have a team meeting for what's going on the next week here during the bye week. The main thing is that we get work done, but we rest up and get ourselves ready for whomever we might play.
The third quarter was pretty unusual. They had the ball in the second half. and still scored 14 points. The defense was out there a bunch with some guys in and out. Just about their effort and have to kind of take care of business and get that done with all those things.
Yeah, so the interception by Tyron was big in the end zone. So that was a big play. We needed to do better on the third and longs. We put ourselves in a great situation, and then they converted. I mean, my hat goes off to Phillip, he ultimate competitor. And I should say Anthony's done a heck of a job with that team. They've worked through all these injuries that they've had, and he's a good football coach, and they have a good team. But we were to get off the field a little sooner. We'll work on that, make sure we get better at that. And then, the quarter that flew by was the first quarter. I mean, both teams had a possession, and then they had a tick of a possession, a couple plays, and then it was over. So, but when the run game's going, that kind of happens.
With Thornhill's injury, given that he's had as a rookie, if you do lose him long term for the rest of the season, how just difficult is the challenge of that?
Well, he's been playing great, so, but we've always just said, hey, the next guy is up, and we don't compare notes against one another. So you just do what you do best, and then work on the things that you need to work on to get better. And so if he can't go, it's next man up, and let's roll. And that's how this team operates.
Coach Tyreek said he told Damian every time that he breaks one open, he's going to run him down. Were you able to see this one?
I don't know. Did he catch him? I saw him take off to run him. I'm not sure he caught him, though, did he?
He caught him.
He did. Well, not many people can do that, By the way, D-Rob had a nice catch on, the touchdown run, too. So.
Coach, I'm just curious, speaking of Tyreek, the 3rd and 8, the deep pass, was that a look that you saw? Was that Pat being aggressive? Or?
Yeah, you know what? I probably should have come to that sooner. Pat wanted that, and, he did a nice job with it. We'd been doing a little bit of the underneath part of that route, and he just reared back and slung that thing. So, but he was feeling that one, and so I called it, and he took it from there.
I was going to ask you.
Coach, I'm sorry. The Shawn report, he's their second week in a row. Can we expect to see him in the playoffs?
Yeah, we'll just see how things go. We've got the 3 backs that we're comfortable with, and he's one of them. So he was. I don't believe he was scratched, but he your suit's nice though, man.
Fish Magic. I mean, it's just awesome. My first time being a part of a 12-win season. It's just an honor, to be somewhere, around such amazing people, amazing coaches, and my boys, man. Like I said, I said it on Twitter the other day. I enjoy it. I literally enjoy it. Coming in to work, coming here every day, and just spending time with these guys, and just continually challenging ourselves. It hasn't been an easy season. The turnaround like we have, to end it on the win streak like we have, going into now on the bye week, and the playoffs eventually. Man, it's just awesome. To see what this team can do after all the doubt, after all the hate in the beginning of the season. It's just awesome to see how we turned around.
It seemed like things really turned around for you guys. Going back to week 11, last time you guys played down in Mexico against this Chargers team. Again today, you're able to get pressure. Tyron's able to make plays on the back end. You're able to take the ball away. Just what were you guys able to do defensively today that made you pull out this victory?
Man, just stay together. I mean, we all knew Phillip was going to come in here and give us the best effort. Self-Chargers offense. They running and sack. They had over 100 yards rushing between 30 and 25. So we knew that was, on the table. And one thing we want to do is establish the run-stopping defense in the beginning. We did. Phillip was able to get some passes out, quick sets, check down, set number 30 to running back, to his receivers, 13 his favorite target. And we were just able to close it out and go in for a win. We had a great offense this game. They controlled the tempo of the game, the clock, and was able to get big first downs when they mattered.
Before we let you celebrate with your guys, just what is the number 2 overall seed, a first-round bye, knowing that their first game is going to be here in the divisional round? What does that mean to this group?
It's just dope to know we get to play in front of our fans again.
Awesome.
An unforgettable day with the Chiefs getting the win here, 31-21 over the Chargers, and the Dolphins beating the Patriots in Foxborough. But also an unforgettable day because of the performance of this guy, Damian Williams, in one of the greatest running back performances in Chiefs history. I'm going to start with your 84-yard run. You had the 91-yarder against the Vikings. What happened on the 84-yard run?
Oh, man, I seen Fish do a great job of, making a kick-out block, and it was just a big hole there. So all I could do is, hit it with velocity and, trust, my speed and power to come out of that and spin out of that. And after that, it was history.
Well, it looked like, even in the play-by-play call, I'm thinking, all right, it's a nice gain. But then you had this burst. What about your ability, though, to stay in bounds and your ability to keep the speed burst, but also your balance?
Kind of just knowing, where you are. And at the end of the day, those are things, we practice, having, McCullough, my running backs coach, he practiced, the little things and things that people don't think that you should, really work on it. And we work on things like that, spinning out of it and keeping your head up and bursting from there.
The other part of this, it looked like they were giving you the flat, and you were able to get the passing game going in the flat to you.
Yeah, we study these guys, at the end of the day, they're in our division. So it's something, something we kind of know, them being, scared of Pat's arm and, his cannon of an arm he can throw. So, everybody's back, so all he can do is dump it off to me, and we can get easy up.
You a beast. You was a beast, boy.
There you go. We got two beasts going on here. We're going to talk to him in a second. But let's go about this hammer drive. Rid of the 4-minute offense, about 5:50 to go. Always talk about put the hammer down. This offense was able to do just that. How much has this offense come around to be not only a finesse offense can get big yards, but dropping the hammer?
Oh, at the end of the day, 4-minute, that's when everybody knows you're running the ball. And the EB does a great job of, emphasizing we don't care if they know we're running the ball, we're going to run right at you. And that's where that hammer comes in. And at the end of the day, like I said, when you trust your O-line the way you do, you hit the holes a little differently.
And then an unforgettable 90 seconds. Chiefs need a touchdown. If we go up just 6, they can get a touchdown to beat us. Your run, the 7-yard touchdown run, walk us through that.
Man, actually, before the play, I'm talking to Sherm like, hey, this is the outside play, right? And he was like, it don't matter, just follow me. So I said, all right, bet. So at the end of the day, all I did was follow Sherman, and he led the way, and all I could do is keep running hard.
You also have to know that the team that he played for, Damian Williams, before the Chiefs, the Miami Dolphins. And then when did you know when you came to the sideline, Chiefs up 10 points, that you knew Dolphins were going to win and beat the Patriots?
Well, it was after I scored, so I'm thinking I'm getting a standing ovation or something. So I don't know what's going on. So, and then, looking up and everybody, say what happened, then it was like, wow, we got a bye week now. So it's incredible, I was with that organization. I know, I'm still friends with some of the guys up there. At the end of the day, they're fighters. So, it's always a 1-1 when it comes to the Patriots.
We'll give them an Instagram message from the voice of the Chiefs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm telling you.
Damian Williams, an unforgettable day. Stay tuned. We got more coming.
Yeah, I found out when the fans kind of started going crazy, and then I asked around the sideline, but they kind of kept it away from us so we could focus on the game. Obviously, you want to get that bye to have that week off, and it's basically like winning a playoff game and then getting to play a game at home. So we're excited for that, and we're going to keep building and keep trying to build this momentum and keep it going.
What does it mean to have that first weekend off?
Yeah, kind of like I said, it's basically a win. That's basically what it is. You basically get to win that first round of the playoffs, and you get to eliminate that game, and then you get to play a home game. And with the Chiefs Kingdom and everything that we have here at Arrowhead, that's very important to us. And so we're excited to be able to play a home game, kind of let everybody get healthy as they can get, and then prepare to play whoever we get.
Coach keeps you guys focused, not worrying about the Dolphins. You guys were going to play this game to win. It wasn't on the scoreboard. You guys were hearing about it. But you know what's going on. You know the Dolphins are big underdog. Did you wake up this morning with any thought to go and win that game?
Obviously playing in Gillette, it's going to be hard to get a win for them. But it's Fitz magic, man. He does things that are awesome to watch, and so they found a way to get a win. But like you said, there was no scoreboard at all that had any number of stats or anything like that. So the best I got was I saw at one point Brady had 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So I was trying to add that together and figure out a way to see what the score was.
You guys, you had a really weird kind of third quarter. You guys weren't even out there on offense very much at all. How odd was that quarter to score?
Yeah, it was different. I mean, first off, me throwing an interception on that second play of the half, I mean, and that kind of got the momentum in the wrong way. And then McCole with the big play of returning the touchdown, where we always jab with him because he made the Pro Bowl as a return specialist and he didn't have a touchdown yet. So he had to get one. And then Damien with the big run. And so how it worked out, I think we were on the field for 3 plays in the third quarter. And so we just knew if we got our opportunity, we had to find a way to get us down there and finish off the game. And we did that at the end there.
Patrick, 2 years in a row, passed for at least 50 yards. What's the mean, that you've had, Trent Green be able to do that 2 years in a row as a Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's awesome. I mean, this year I think I really put in perspective like how hard it is to go out there week by week and put up numbers and get wins. And so it's a struggle in this league. Teams are coming with your best effort, playing us really hard. And so just to have the guys around me that I do, it makes my job a lot easier about just getting them the ball and then making a lot of these big plays.
What do you remember about how you felt at the end of the Patriots game last year that ended the season, and what sort of motivation did you immediately take from that?
Yeah, I don't know if it was necessarily just the Patriots game, just falling just that close to the Super Bowl, which is your ultimate goal when you come into the offseason, and knowing all the work that we had put in and not getting to the game, giving ourselves an opportunity. It definitely gave me some motivation to go out there and just continue to get better and continue to progress in any way possible. And now we're going to put ourselves an opportunity now that we're going to have a chance of making a run at this thing, and we have a lot of momentum going into the playoffs.
On that pass to Tyreek late in the game on third down, that kind of let you put the game away. What were your thoughts when you saw him covered by that linebacker?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw him covered by a linebacker, I was putting it up. I mean, that was my first thought. I didn't want to overthrow it. I wanted to give him a chance to make a play, so I tried to throw it. It wasn't a great spiral, but it was right there, and he made a great catch on it. And so we had similar plays to that, and we had gotten that kind of look, and we didn't expect them to fully cover him with the linebacker, and I think they kind of they saw Kelsey kind of come across the middle and try to jump. That we hit him on that play a lot, and so when they did that, I just fired it out there to Tyreek.
Obviously, the big touchdown today helped, but the way that Damien runs, just the way that he kind of provides a spark for the offense, the energy that he brings, just how important is that and that element coming back to the offense now that he's healthy?
Yeah, I mean, he does everything well. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Obviously, he ran the ball well today, but he's great in pass protection. He's great catching the ball out of the backfield, and I mean, he does everything well as a running back and fits our offense really well. And so it's awesome to have him back out there to fully complement that running back room. And it seems like every single time someone gets the opportunity, they're making plays.
Damien, long touchdown run, and Tyreek about ran him down. Could you tell from your view, did he catch him or did he not catch him?
I think he caught him. I think Damien slowed down a little bit there at the end. I just hope I never break one. I'm going to have to hand it to Tyreek to let him go ahead and score.
Patrick, kind of related to the running game and everything, just talk about the sense of balance that you had on offense today, and what does it mean for this offense going into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's an awesome thing. Realized this year that it's better just to find ways to win than try to put up all these numbers and win that way. And so I feel like as a team, we complement each other really well. The second half, it kind of got away from us as a time of possession, but in that first half, we did a good job of kind of getting these long drives. We wish we'd have scored on every one of them, but we got these long drives and found a way to put points on the board.
Where do you feel you guys are into the playoffs as opposed to this time last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're playing with a lot of energy. I mean, obviously last year we had a lot of energy and we were trying to find a way to kind of make a run at this thing. But I think now with the experience that we have playing in these big games and playing the AFC Championship, playing in a playoff game in Arrowhead last year, that we can kind of use that to kind of build and find a way to win first off the divisional round and then hopefully go in the AFC Championship.
Last two. Patrick, the offensive line today, you weren't sacked. They were doing a great job up front, and they've gone through so many changes in there this year with all the injuries and stuff. How is that unit gelling in front of you, and how confident do you feel with the way they've been playing lately?
I feel very confident. I mean, that pass rush is elite. I mean, those guys can get after the quarterback, and they did a great job of keeping me clean and getting me time to get the ball to our playmakers. And so that offensive line that's kind of coming together now, and they've been together for a couple games now. You can tell that they're comfortable with each other. Hopefully we'll get to throw Wiley back into the fold here soon, and we'll have a good set of guys that can really go out there and play confidently.
You guys joke with McCole about being the return specialist, but the catch that he made earlier in the game, he mentioned in the locker room that told him to necessarily go deep on that route, but you trust him to go across and you trust him to throw the ball. In those situations, how much trust do you have in him in a one-on-one situation to make a catch like that?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I mean, you just see how much he's grown since the beginning of training camp when I was yelling at him to keep running. I mean, he's grown each and every week, and he really understands what he needs to do and how to stay on my timing. And with that play, he was kind of an alert throw. He got out there, and I saw him on the safety, and he made the right read and kind of stayed in front of him and flattened it off. And I put it out there, and that was a big time catch. He got hit pretty hard there, and I know it's a tough one, and it got us momentum kind of going into the half.
All right, thank you.
He has been so close for about 3 months. Close became reality. The 104-yard kickoff return. McCole Hardman, walk us through it.
Man, I was getting frustrated the game because I never got a chance to get it during the game. Usually, you can get one under your belt, the fitter kickoff return off, the kickoff team off. But that first one, man, I got it. I seen the hole. Nobody was there, and I just took it to the end zone.
Your balance, phenomenal on the play. That left heel looked like, was that in or is that out? What about keeping your balance and still being able to run as fast as you did?
Man, you just got to keep going, dog. You just got to, once you feel it, you just got to go. Don't be trying to, do whatever. Once you hit it, you just got to hit it. And usually good things happen when you hit it. So.
But you've been patient. When did you know you could hit it on that play?
When I seen Shawn come around. When I seen Shawn get his block, 2-4 was on the edge, and I seen a little crease right there. I said, I might well just go and hit it. And when I hit it, nobody was there. And I mean, the return team blocked it up great. I mean, we're looking at it on the iPad, man. They blocked it up great. I couldn't ask for a better blocks for them. So.
And part of the 6-game winning streak in both coverage and in blocking, how much of special teams come alive?
Man, listen, I'm telling you, them guys working their ass off, bro, and everything they do, I'm very grateful to have them guys in front of me. They've been working every day, and I wanted to reward them eventually, and today I'm glad I could get them one, and so hopefully I get them some more in the playoffs.
A forgotten play. Chiefs are struggling down 7-3. Third down and long, a 30-yard pass to you. You took a shot and hung on. What about that play? Because that's one that could be lost in a plethora of plays.
Yeah, it was crazy because we got the same look in practice, and I kept crossing the safety face, and they kept telling me, don't do that. Just keep running straight up, and Pat will find you. I was like, okay. I was like, man, I'm finna do it again. I did it again. And that thing, the ball was coming, and all I was thinking, just hold on to it. That's it. I knew the safety was there, but I just want to hold on to the ball. So.
Final question. It deals with, when did you find out the Dolphins are going to beat the Patriots and we're the 2 seed?
Oh, man, at the end of the game, when D. Wood scored his last touchdown, they were like, oh, the Dolphins just scored, bro. It's 2 seconds left. The Patriots on their own 37. I'm like, what? How y'all know that? They're like, bro, they finna win. And then they made it official that they won, so pretty exciting.
Unforgettable day and an unforgettable season for you, my friend. We're just getting started.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. Let's go. Playoff time. Let's get it.
McCole Hardman. Stay tuned. More to come.
Congratulations on earning the 2 seed and that coveted first-round bye.
Yeah, man. Our fans were great. They were giving us a heads up on what was going on. So they were out there. They helped us a lot with those offsides, and just their energy picked us up, So, but I'm proud of our guys and the coaches. It's a tough thing to do. I mean, the National Football League, man, it's best in the world. So I'm proud of the guys, all of them, for rallying up, especially during the middle of the season when things were a little rough and everybody picked it up. And they don't give these games away in the NFL. You got to earn them. So, and our guys did that today. I mean, that was I thought the Chargers played well. Anthony's a good football coach, man. They got a good thing going. They were just they've been banged up throughout the year, but that's a good football team.
You mentioned the fans, man. They were relentless all day. But I want to ask you about the back half of this season. You've been able to close out football games. You get a lead in the fourth quarter, and you keep it. Can you talk a little about what's changed? What's the difference there?
Well, I think the big old line being back together and, put the hammer down there and when needed. And then our defense has played their hearts out. So I think between the two of them, everybody's it's a mindset type thing in the fourth quarter, and the guys have taken that to heart and stepped their games up.
Juan Thornhill, your rookie safety, has had such an outstanding year. Today he went down. First, do you know anything about Juan's injury yet? And then second, Armani Watts steps in for him. Can you talk a little about Watts' play today?
Yeah, so I don't know about Juan. We'll know more tomorrow. But, yeah, he has had a phenomenal year. And then Armani steps in and does a nice job, steps up to the plate and with limited reps and plays his heart out. So, my hat goes off to him.
McCole Hardman has a couple of huge catches today. Can you just talk about his development as a wide receiver?
Well, he got elected to the Pro Bowl. You can see why, right, with the return, and he went as a return specialist. And then as a receiver, he just keeps growing. So he loves to play, plays fast, obviously. And, you get enough of those fast guys out there that know what they're doing. That's a healthy thing. We have a quarterback that knows what to do with them. And, you saw D-Rob step up, too. So he had a big touchdown. So, all in all, I'm proud of their growth, McColl's growth as he's gone on, and D-Rob's, he's an old veteran, but he's worked his tail off to make plays like he did today.
Again, an unforgettable day here at Arrowhead Stadium. In a span of 90 seconds, the Chiefs close out the Chargers and find out the Dolphins beat the Patriots in Foxborough. Now, let's talk about some other things here. Patrick Mahomes, when you look at the stat sheet, you're thinking, I love this Chiefs team right now because it's not about stats.
Yeah, nobody's being selfish. You're not requiring Pat to go to a certain receiver to get a certain record. It's all about everybody doing what they got to do to get the win. First down, touchdown.
You look at Patrick's numbers here, 16 of 25, 174, a touchdown and a pick. But he made the key throws. And even though the Chargers were taking away the deep pass, he still had some impact plays. We talked with Hardman early in the show for 30. His 47-yarder to Tyreek Hill in hammer time was maybe the play of the game.
Yeah, the throw to Tyreek J. Robinson, right? D. Robinson catching that touchdown throw. As soft as the Chargers was playing on the back end, it still was windows and avenues and lanes for Pat Mahomes to be Pat Mahomes. And the 3 or 4 times they gave him an opportunity to do it, he took advantage of it.
And on defense, when a team's going, wait a minute, they have Terrell Suggs, they have Frank Clark, and they have Chris Jones, all 3 of them. All 3 made their mark on Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, big sacks by all 3 of those guys. The 3 amigos came to play today. We know that T. Sizzle was only 2 sacks away from setting the record, and he was able to get 1 step closer today.
You can close out games on offense. You can close out games on defense. How many podcasts was that ago? We go back about 6-7 weeks. You can go back on Defending the Kingdom podcast. But here we go again. The Chiefs were able to close this out. Dirty Dan Sorensen closes out the game in Mexico City. He gets to close this one out with a pick.
He's always been underappreciated, and sometimes they say he's unproven, but he always comes up with significant plays, especially against Phillip Rivers. I know Phillip Rivers, he's thinking about retiring is because Dan Sorensen is still in the league.
Final question. The Chiefs get a bye. They are the 2 seed. It actually works in their favor now that they lost to Tennessee because they got the waiver claim on Terrell Suggs. Figure that one out. But what does this bye week do for this football team going into the playoffs?
Mentally allows you to reset, close out the season on a win, close out the season on a great note, and you get that little bit of nudge because now you're the number 2 seed. 2019 is over. We ended the regular season on a win, a great run. Now it's time to open up 2020 with a bye week in the playoffs. Man, let's go to Florida.
And if you were at the game, you were magnificent. You did not let up on Phillip Rivers all day, and you got the party New Year's a little bit early. Chiefs win at 31-21. They're the 2 seed. Miami beats New England.
Chiefs Rewind is brought to you by Ford, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs, and by Community America Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.